And welcome to another Township Greater Lansing Local. I'm here at Crawford Indoor Stadium Studios. Can't make it to this great bash. I wish I could, and I will to future Mark Farhat bashes. Ted Turgeon on remote in Delta Township at Frank's Press Box. You got two great dudes next to you, Mark Farhat, Dan Corey. Why don't you introduce them and what is going on here? How much 6 years in a row Mark Farhat is doing this party? This is crazy.
Hey, yep. Well, I'll tell you, this is something that Mark does every year. You know, Mark lives in Las Vegas, and he comes here for a month in the summer, and this is just a great way for him to see all of his friends and family. And he puts on a heck of a show along with Dan Corey here, who helps out, and Gregory Farhat, and they're the money guys behind it. You know,
Someone's got a
but it's just a great time. We see it. I love it personally because I get to see a lot of our friends that we see basically a lot of times it's once a year we see them here. So, but it's just great to have these guys, and they just do a great job. And we're at Frank's Press Box, and they put on a nice spread for us, and we'll be here most of the night. So I wish you could be here, Tom.
Yeah, I know. I want to ask Mark. I mean, what was the onus behind? I mean, when did this whole thing? I'm going to have a party for 200 of my closest friends. I mean, who does that? I mean, what motivated you to do? I think it's awesome, by the way.
Oh, my sister about 5 years ago passed away, so I did a big celebration at Chuck Abraham's house. And Dan Corey and I and Gregory decided to have a party every year to get my family and friends together.
I love it. I love it.
I haven't seen people in a long time, and all of a sudden they're all here now. It's great.
I have a gut feeling there are a lot of Catholics in the building. They're probably went to Lansing Catholic.
I would say 90%.
And a lot of Middle Eastern descent here in the building
Oh
too.
yeah, I know the MO of this party. Dan, tell us about your role and how you got involved in this, and what's your skill set, and how much fun is that?
I just follow Mark's lead. Me and Gregory go where he tells us and make sure we put on a good party. It's been a great time. It's getting bigger every year, and it's great to come in and see Mark and see all our family, his friends. I think we're going to keep it up for as long as we can. What do you think, Mark?
Yeah, as long as everyone's still around, let's keep it going.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's so important. I think it's so important that everybody, as we're getting older, and Mark and Ted are my age. I mean, in that same, brought up in are born in the mid-50s. But as we get older, we get disconnected. I think it's so important. I think what you're doing is all. But how do you remember all those 200 people that are going to show up? I mean, are you going to have badges, or how are you going to do this, Mark?
I got everything in my mind.
I mean, I'll tell you what.
I don't write down nothing. It's easy for me to remember who showed up, who didn't. I already know last year who didn't show up, who didn't, and who's sick. So
If anybody we don't like shows up, Mark gets him out of
I
here.
know about that too, but I know everything. I told someone last year they said they were here. I said, no, you weren't. Oh, I guess I'm not. I wasn't. They go, yeah, I know.
You got to remember his cousin was the Sheik, so
Oh,
he'll just throw him right out of the ring.
that's right. I'm very familiar with the party.
Well,
And if you have any problem identifying people, just add Ted Turgeon. The dude knows flat out everybody in this town. I go nowhere without him knowing somebody. It's crazy.
He knows everyone. And then remember, me, you, and Clark Beach, we used to work out together.
Oh, down at the YMCA downtown on Lenaway in the pit down there. Oh my God, that was.
I started out working with about 135 pounds, and I got to doing 380.
Oh no, you were a beast. So how did our cameraman Mike Major get invited into this thing? How did that work?
Everyone knows Mike.
Yeah, he's got a standing invite to all of our events.
Mike used to call me when he was down at West Palm Beach with his friends.
Well, whenever I see Mike Major, he seems like he's either on a golf course or at some 19th hole all the time. I mean, is that I guess that's his life, I guess. That's a pretty nice gig. Yeah. So
Well, hey, this has been great, and Tom, I wish you could be here next year. You're coming for sure.
I'm be there. I'll get this health challenge over with, and I'll be there. I want to give Mark a big hug and meet Dan and all that crew. And I'll tell you what, those West Side seems like those Saint Gerard Catholics are super nice and all those people.
Oh yeah.
And so it'd be great. I know a lot. I know there's been a lot of people that I know there. I wish I could be there, but next time for sure, guys.
Okay.
Thanks,
Tom.
Tom.
Hey, thanks,
All right.
Tom.
Have fun.
Hey,
Take care.
see
See
ya.
ya.
Brother.